What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the P-Bandai Real Grade Sword Impulse Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny. The melee variant of the Impulse Gundam, it unleashes its pent-up anger from close to mid-ranges on mobile suits and battleships alike. This kit is made up of 18 runners and a sizable sticker sheet, and needless to say, the contents would look very familiar. The core body of this kit is identical to that of the Real Grade Force Impulse, so the overall build experience will be nigh-on identical to repeat builders of the RG Impulse mode, while the difference in coloration, with the red, grey and black as opposed to the Gundam tricolors, doesn't offer itself too much difference due to the undergating. The main difference here is the sword silhouette pack, which comes together just fine considering that its parts are concentrated onto the two new runners. With minimal difference in the overall process, I will evidently only be going through the differences, so please check out the Real Grade Force Impulse Gundam review for more details of the core body. Though before the full body is shown, it's worth displaying the separate components first, and apart from the coloration differences and the sword silhouette, it's not all that different from the Force Impulse. After queuing Sword Impulse and going through the identical yet addictive combination process, simply bring in the pack, spin the wing module around, and swing it and the swords down before combining it with the Gundam to complete the Sword Impulse Gundam. Docking complete, and the Real Grade Sword Impulse Gundam just looks bold. The sublime and angry looks, as well as the intricate surface detail of the original Force Impulse Gundam, are carried over. And I really like how they went for this burnt, subdued red to complement the somber overall color scheme that is created by the grey and black accents. The real focus is on the new silhouette pack. All the color details are separate parts, while the surface details and sculpting are superb too. However, while I like that the boomerang is enlarged and at a steeper angle, I don't like how the swords just tower over the kit since they're too long to go any lower. Still, the straight build quality of the Real Grade Sword Impulse shouldn't be in question since it takes from a great foundation, so the looks should satisfy as it is unless you prefer to touch it up with some panel lining and decals. The only things to note for the articulation are that the boomerang can swivel at the base and fold in different segments, and the double ball jointed arms of the sword holsters can allow for adjustability. With the joints, they can get out of the way of the Impulse doing poses well enough. The rest of the kit is identical to the original. For accessories, you get the exact same set of hands as the Force Impulse, no differences there. The new weapons start with the Excalibur anti-ship swords, which can be sandwiched into the holding hands for use with the SP-12 beams, and as impressive as they look, the reuse of said beams disrupts their sharp and sleek appearance with their rounded ends, while there are no custom effect parts to depict the extended beam blade like the Master Grade, and the ability to support them in use is at the mercy of the somewhat dodgy forearms. Moreover, the swords can combine at the handles to form the ambidextrous form, essentially creating a long-ass sword that looks utterly imposing. Moreover, the wings of the sword silhouettes can be used as the flash edge beam boomerangs in the holding hands, with a pair of short and long beams from the SP-12 runner to choose from for its use between a standard or thrown melee weapon. Although, the entire wing assembly can also be detached and used as a giant physical boomerang, but in the world of phase shift armor, it's probably used for knocking out grunts at best. Finally, the opening cockpit and pilot figure, beam rifle, shield, and the folding razor anti-armor knives are carried over from the Force Impulse. Nothing much to add in that regard except that you don't extend the shield. You do also have 4 standard beam saber effects left over from the SP-12 runners, but they're not of much use here. Good for backups though. On paper, the Real Grade Sword Impulse Gundam is just the standard Force Impulse with different colors and a melee-focused loadout. And while that is indeed the case here, the Real Grade is definitely my preferred option compared to the other kits of the same design. I would have expected it to be a chore to go through the identical build construction, but while the latter statement is true, the simplicity of the build allows it to not overstay its welcome, allowing you to get to the new parts with no time at all. The final product and gimmicks makes it all the more worth the time. It would have been a perfect release had they provided the swords with custom beam effects instead of being a lazy reuse, but it's neither here nor there in the grand scheme of things. However, with it bearing the premium label and price tag, it's more or less worth considering whether you'd pay more for merely a different color scheme and loadout. But, as it stands, the real great Sword Impulse Gundam is the red, angry Gundam that never fails to impress to take its anger out on the shelf. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys, bye bye.